from Bolero Desert Sky in Maryvale. Here for the title matches of today's JBT event. Scratch in the title match, handicap in their semifinal. This is CJ Tedeschi. He's taking on Lucas Rabb for the scratch title. CJ looking to break through for the first scratch win, while Lucas, two-time Bowler of the Year in Arizona. It's been a while since he's won one though, so we'll see who comes out on top in this one. CJ opened the match with a double and leaves that 2-pin in the third, while Lucas went strike spare. Over in this handicap, it's the semifinal three-way match in Survivor. Holman, Hammer, and Morgan going at it. So we'll keep track of what's going on over there as well.
Roll.
Still have the girls match to come between Rachel and Caitlin too. Rachel is annoyed because she can't finish her homework until Caitlin loses. And Caitlin refuses to lose, so nah.
Thanks, Jeff.
U17 already wrapped up. Hunter Mays took that with a win over Keith Fieldsaker. No problem with the spare. Gives him an early 9-pin lead. First time at Desert Sky in a while. First time on the show for Lucas in quite a while. We see two far more traditional players than we saw last week. Last week, every single finalist was a two-hander. Today we got two very traditional bowlers bowling in the scratch finals. Lucas was absolutely one of the sweetest styles around, just as textbook as it gets 10 in the pit right there.
Good job, Caitlin.
I still say he should shave though, other than that, textbook. It's the junior bowlers tour. I have such a hard time explaining these guys that can grow beards better than me.
You know, I feel you there. There you go, Maddie.
Regardless of the facial fescue, he can tie up the match here with a strike in the fourth. Using that unaggressive ball, when he misses left, he actually hits more oil. He's trying to get friction on the far outside of the lane, and as a result, the 2-4-5, and he'll trail by 9 if he converts it. Bowled on Mercury. It started out middle of the road scoring pace, then the scoring pace exploded between game 4 and about game 8. Really hasn't slowed down since. Lucas is 7-time champ with us. Like we said, back-to-back Arizona Bowlers of the Year. Bowlers of the Year, Bowler of the Years.
You have to announce it. Bowler of the Years?
How about Bowler of the Year?
I would say Bowler of the Years. Because like years covers multiple, and Bowler is one.
Talk me into it.
There's your grammar lesson for the day.
There we go. Well, you was a college girl. You should know that stuff.
I'm putting that teacher work to use.
Nice job with spare from Rab. Oh, Maddie.
All right, come on, check it off, Maddie. Bring it back.
So CJ started out the day absolutely on fire. He went front 8 the first game, front 9 the second game, and front 6 the third game. All that added up to 781 for his first 3. We said maybe we'll see him on the show later, and here he is on the show. Sometimes Super Survivor is a hard format for the bowlers on the top to not hit one of those pitfalls and get eliminated. CJ avoided it. Finds himself 7 frames away from his first career title. A flat 10, he'll take that. All the handicaps pretty close. Hammer's getting 16 against the other 2 bowlers. So both of them got to beat Caitlin by 16, and Tyler or Maddie's got to beat the other by 1. CJ right down the right side for the 10 pins. I'll tell you, the happiest man in this building might be Derek Balea. Not 1, not 2, but 3 of his brand new Junior Elite shirts rocking the house today. He's not so proud of that spare.
Him too.
That's not it.
He didn't wear this.
He does not count for anything. 0.
Derek, isn't Tyler one too?
No,
Yes, Tyler also.
we're talking about those who wear the shirts,
All right, can you fire mine?
not those who went
His
solo.
shirt was just too big.
That
Then
is true.
definitely
It did
borrow
too big.
Corbin's.
Nice shot for Morgan, getting that 7-pin out. That's 3 in a row for him, keeping him alive in that match. CJ liked that one, and he should. 10 in the pit, perfect shot for him. This match is tight in handicap, really hard to tell where they are exactly. We'll keep track of that when they hit in the 10th. Maddie's in trouble. She's going at a 175 pace. Caitlin going at 182 and getting 16 pins on top of that. This shot's going to be a big and telling the story. That hurts Morgan, obviously. All right, Rab in the 5th. Spare working his Dutch so far. And that 10-pin whiff really hurts Holman. Super Survivor, the lowest game is the lowest game is eliminated, and then the lowest overall total is eliminated. So pinfall leaders have a big advantage, but nobody's safe. Eric Iona was dominating handicap today, but threw in a clunker, and that was the end of the tournament for him. So missed spares by both of the higher average bowlers could allow Hammer to squeeze through to this title match. That's right, yeah. Caitlin has been keeping a cool towel to her forehead for most of this round. That seems to happen a lot for some reason. Oh, yeah. Remember, 2 of these 3 bowlers advance, so it looks like Caitlin will be one of them. Madison needs this one to make Tyler spare in his 10th. Caitlin's got 190 already, so yeah, it will be Caitlin versus one of the 2 of them. All right, give her a 2-0 stretch.
Come on, Tyler. Go.
Count ball not that important here, assuming she gets 5 or more. That's fine. That means Morgan will need 16 pins in his 10th to advance. CJ, one of the lowest rev rates in the scratch division. So often we see these big, powerful balls. They're all eliminated, and CJ's the one still bowling. He relies more on accuracy and shot making. He's been making great shots all day, including that one. 10 more back, extends his lead. Good time for that. Just get 6 out of it.
Good job, Caitlin.
Well in advance. Well, sorry, Rachel's professor. That extends the tournament another game. CJ will actually walk a little bit to the right. And that's fairly unusual, but that accommodates that bump out to the right that his arm swing has. And you can't put the ball any more in the 1-3 pocket than that. Stuffed. Morgan must mark. He gets that hit a lot. That super, super light hit where he crumbles the righty bucket. Sure. You ain't never gonna bowl. What's your problem? Has to spare it. He's up quickly. Let's get a hook. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh no. He was up so quickly at that spare. Didn't take his time on it. He goes 8 out, 9 out in the 9th and 10th. He's heated. I don't blame him. And he allows Maddie Holman to advance to the title match. Oh my goodness gracious. There was a bunch of missed spares late in that match. 2 by Holman and the 2nd by Morgan is the difference. Yikes. Yikes. Well, Maddie better take advantage of that. That's Merry Christmas. My goodness. It's a lesson you can take from both Lucas and CJ. Look how much time they take on every shot. Not that they take a lot of time, but they take the same amount of time. You got to keep that pre-shot routine no matter what the situation is. Tyler rushed that spare. We've seen it approximately a zillion times. Sometimes you get away with it, and sometimes that happens. Tough lesson from the line. Maddie and Caitlin, 37 and 38, please. That's why you throw the weak ball there to get that ball to hold pocket. Gets the 4-9 to tickle out. Is that urethane?
It's as close as urethane.
Oh, it's just it's acting like it, yeah.
So it's a covert tank. It's technically not urethane. It's, what do they call it? Like
Reactafane?
It's not
It's
reactive.
essentially the best ball ever made.
It's a new thing that Motive came out with, but it has a strong core in it and a really weak cover, so it's close to urethane.
Compelling interview, Lucas. Thank you. Oh yeah, really? You can do that until March. CJ can put a hammerlock in this match. Oh man, real good shot. Ring and 10. Madison, when you're ready, take one ball on each lane on 37 and 38. If you can find Caitlin and ask her to do the same, that would be lovely.
Now you can practice.
Technically, could you endorse Brunswick to play?
Well, sure. It's Brunswick track at Columbinite.
DVA routing, etc.
CJ, no problem at all at that 10. Little hop step.
Really? I was worried.
Nah, you're supposed to be worried. Caitlin, if you're still alive, 37 and 38, please. You can go that way. You're fine. Roll the ball once on each lane if you like for practice. CJ cruising at a 227 pace, but Rab's still got room for 229, so this one can come down to it, but that will be on the right paw of Lucas to make that happen. CJ grabbing his wrist. I don't know if he's cramping or just hurt himself or what he's at. We see cramps late in title matches a lot too, if they haven't been hydrating all day. And it is indeed a cramp, but he's going to try and get his dad to work it out. Hopefully for him it won't matter. I don't think Lucas knows about this, but if CJ can't uncramp, it's going to make life a lot tougher on him in the 10th. And Lucas can still make CJ strike in his 10th. For all of that to happen, he must strike though on this ball here in the 9th. Oh man. He pured it, he knows it, and a ringing 10. Ringing stinking 10. Is Maddie planning on practicing, or Madison, are you planning on? Maddie, have you practiced yet? Yeah. Good. Bueno. Lucas only has room now for a 209. If he even gets that, CJ just needs to stay behind the foul line. So we're gonna have a brand new scratch division champion. We love that when that happens. Our handicap finalists getting some practice in here while we rearrange the scoreboard. Reset those lanes if you wouldn't mind, please. Solid 9 for Lucas. Almost better that he didn't strike last frame than to get hit with a bone 9 in the 10th. Sorry about the camera work. That's me erasing the frames at the same time. Maddie, as you know, you're giving Caitlin 16. You got to win this match by 16 to tie, 17 to win. The higher that wasn't awkward at all. The higher plus and minus right now is yours. So what letter would you like? A will start first and finish last. B. She wants B, so you'll be up first on the left-hand lane.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you both. A clean 198 from Lucas, a nice effort, but it is all CJ. Just go 197. You do need to throw another ball, so you can throw it.
Straight at the head pin.
Yes.
Should be okay.
You need a pin, so.
Put this on or just no?
No, leave it off.
CJ's continuing to cramp back here. He does have to get a pin down to win on the next two shots. JD Nance won 20-some-odd JBT titles, and he would cramp in just about every single title match. You remember JD cramping back in the day? He could barely pry the ball off his hand. If I was CJ, I wouldn't even take an approach right now. I would just go by the foul line. Good, now go to the hospital. You win. Thank goodness. It's perfectly fine if he just throws it 1 mile an hour in the gutter at this point. We understand. But hey, there's a brand new scratch champ. I know he just signed with a school too, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Well, don't make the spare. You got to throw another ball. What are you doing? You're cramped up.
Two-handed.
Oh my goodness.
Throw it back up. Two-handed back up. Between the legs.
It's a day of great bowling. That's the dumbest thing he's done all day. Why is he throwing another ball? Oh, you know what? You know what cures a lot of cramps? JBT titles. There you go.
Really? Not right to the face? Come on.
Suddenly, it doesn't feel so bad. Look at that. Good support from the rest of the tour. There's a brand new scratch champ. And he is happy. It's going to be girls' day over there. It's either Maddie or Caitlin will win handicap, and then eventually Rachel Berg might throw another game of bowling. Stay tuned for that.